to throw now on first down. And it's a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we
try to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jayon Brown.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
Carlson down to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll set up a throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Carr now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr, that's complete, right around the 8. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Carr. This is caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 29, Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 76 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs, so excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. They give to Taylor out of the gun, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Second and 15. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Now a play fake. Carr. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw his Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Carr. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Here's Hardman to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And they will take over first and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Second and 11.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, look at that. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover,
now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Duron Harmon.
And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And that's complete to Adams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Carr.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Second and 3. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
On 2nd down, Hewitt. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runner.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did.